No, I think we were better this weekend than we were last weekend. I think Marquette's really going to test us. We're going to be up against a team that's as physical. And they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're, 5-0 bubble right now, so they're going to be playing for their life. Challenge for sure. And then tough game at DePaul because and then we got to be ready to go 24 hours later.
When you think about Marysa and what she's been able to do, I know she was on it on the defensive side. She also got her 1,000th kill or whatever, I think, on Saturday. She's kind of been an under the radar, solid player for you guys over the last few years. How important has she been?
Marissa's been a key cog, and I couldn't believe she wasn't a first-team all-conference kid last year, and she should have been. Her stats backed up that she should have been. But she really took over in the NCAA tournament last year, and then she's just picked up from where she started. And the great thing with Marysa is she's gotten better each year, and she really one of the most consistent players we've ever had. I mean, she shows up every single night. She doesn't have a bad night would be hitting 250 for her. She doesn't have those nights where she's just off. Her blocking's taken off, and then she's just a kid. You talk about consistency. She's got a consistent, happy personality. She always comes in ready to work. She's just a great young woman.
We're kind of moving into the second month of the season. What have you learned from this team, and what needs to improve?
Well, it's the toughest month of the season. A big point of our, goal setting is, one of our goals is October, and what we mean by that is this is when teams can get complacent, and so we have lots of things that we need to get better at, particularly defense. I think we have to do a better job scoring when we're serving. We're really proficient right now siding out, so when we're receiving serve, but what we need to do better is go on runs when we're serving.
Well, how is Marquette going to test you? You said physically that they can match you a little bit. Yeah. What else do they do well?
She's a lot like Karen. She's a 6'4" physical presence who can hit at angles that a lot of kids can't hit at, similar to what Karen does. And then they've got a middle in Rosenthal. She's good off. And then they've got great teams all the way around. They a lot more. That's kind of the that if you can serve them aggressively, they can get disrupted a little bit offensively, and as their coach goes so that's key. I always talk about the importance of serving and passing. So they're much better at ball handling, which I think is going to make them a lot better. I think they're successful because they love it. I think they thrive on going to they talk about it, they laugh about it, so instead of being bothered by it, they really embrace it. So they'll talk about love and love and they love when people are yelling at them. A lot of life in your attitude, how you handle it. They handle it really well.
I think Lydia said when they cheer, they think they're cheering for themselves. Is that what you tell them or what?
That is so funny because my 12-year-old daughter will say, "You should tell them they're cheering for them," and I thought it was kind of simple. And then I find out that's what they're telling themselves. So I guess they came up with that, but it's ironic. Reese will always give me coaching tips at home, and that was one of her coaching tips. So.
Megan Bauer, she obviously plays the first role for you, does a lot of things. What's her importance to this team? Describe how she impacts you guys on a nightly basis.
Again, you talk about a kid that's just like that steady Eddie. Megan is so versatile. We've talked about in the past of all the things that she can do. But again, a kid that kind of flies under the radar, who's getting consistent production, and you can't give her up. If you leave her one-on-one, it's going to be a kill almost every time. So teams have to scout for her. And I think last year, she had that foot injury, so people didn't know as much what she could do. And to some degree, it's made her, she didn't jump very well in the spring, and it made her really crafty. So now she's got kind of a physical presence back, and then still has that craftiness that I think makes her pretty difficult to defend.
One thing that was during the summer, you guys, when you let them play pickup or whatever, or they just kind of get on the court? She said that you guys sort of just play as many positions as you can, get reps wherever you can.
Yeah.
That's sort of the idea.
Well, Megan's our backup outside,
Yeah.
you know, so we didn't know where she would be playing.
Yeah.
And we recruit kids like that. You know, we really like to have players that can play multiple positions. Some people really like to just hone into one position and, you know, hitters, this is where you're going to become great. We kind of like kids that can kind of run all over the place, and because we think it's tough to scout, you know, so, you know, Megan Ballinger is going to be really different than Brittany Lawrence or Naomi Hickman or Marysa Wilkinson. So your blockers have to be able to quickly make a decision which kids, and that can be really, I mean, I know as a coach, that can be challenging for players to handle.
How well prepared? Last weekend, depth-wise, do you feel like preparation? Maybe this team's a little.
I think you're getting way ahead of yourself, first of all. I mean, sincerely, like, I think right now we're really locked into Big East play. Now, with that said, I wouldn't say we're locked into postseason play, but we are locked into getting better. So maybe we're going to work on something that might not totally be applicable to this weekend, but it's going to make our hitters be better, our setter be better, you know, some things along those lines that I, you know, in postseason play. But there's a balance to that. You know, I think we've got focused on the now, and then we focus on, you know, the now, but also kind of maybe putting stuff in that they're not even realizing that they're getting ready for, you know, different players.
Being a Thursday game, does that mess with your guys' practice schedule or how you guys install game planning or anything like that this week?
It messes with them academically is the really tough challenge. You know, midterms are next week, and so that has been an issue that they're, you know, you can see the stress with that. But as far as practice preparation, you know, we lose a day, but that's kind of, you know, you're kind of used to things like that. I don't think that'll be that big.
Defensively, but also, you know, I think it was Saturday, maybe your 1,000th kill for your career. I mean, I was talking to Coach, I mean, you've just kind of been a consistent performer throughout your career. She says you keep getting better every year. I mean, how do you feel about where you're at right now as opposed to maybe where you came in?
It feels really good, I guess. I feel like I've improved too, and it helps with like the coaching staff that we have and like all the players that we have. Like, we have great parity, and I think that's what helps make me great too. So.
As a team, I mean, you got another tough matchup coming up this weekend. It seems like you don't have any weekends off right now. What do you expect out of that, the Marquette matchup, and what do you think?
Well, it's gonna be fun and exciting, and like it's always like a great game between them. Like, we're kind of rivals in the Big East, so we are very excited, and we know we're gonna have to play our best as well as them. So it should be a fun game.
Have you felt like you guys as a team have shown some improvement over the last couple of weeks? I know Coach was kind of asking you guys to maybe be a little bit more consistent.
Yes, yeah, we actually like talked about that, and we played Seton Hall and St. John's, and I thought that we came together as a team and like performed very well. So I think just like having a talk as a team helped that out.
Talk about the month of October. Coach said that it's a time of the season where teams can get complacent. How do you overcome that, and what do you need to do to improve?
Just coming into practice, wanting to get better every single day, like giving 100% effort, like on the court and off the court, because we are student athletes too, so that comes in place as well.
Yeah, I mean, she said you guys have midterms coming up, and I mean, you're thinking academically, but I mean, what does this month mean?
Well, here, I mean, right now we're having like a good start, but like we can't think that that's just all we have. Like, we have lots of potential, and so we have to keep working for it. Like, no one's gonna give us a win, so we have to perform our best.
You've been going into hostile environments a few times this year. I mean, what's it going to be like Thursday? I'm sure another tough environment. It seems like you guys really embrace that. How do you take a mentality into a tough road environment?
Well, honestly, we just feel like, I know the crowd's not actually rooting for us, but we take it in as they are, and so we make our own energy, and I think we play better in those environments.
Good stuff.